Shubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Ka sorkar jala lingba Menteri Ketenat Social Welfare uba polindo ubadiru unong aiktian ke sorkar haka arphoi tari unailar arjar pesan kala Pynkup Burom ki Ngut ki Pulit ka Anti Narcotics Task Force Antf kani kijing Pynkup Burom ki Pulit ka Antf kadai kum shibenta ban ai jing itu ya ka kam bagi trai na benta ban penduk jahat yu jing di penbuat udrok depo kejela hak ni kesngi Pynkup Burom ki Pulit ka Antf Ledon langru USP ke Antf Mission Director ke Dream nalor kiwe di. Habakran syikilat bathai kubo na kaliang uba polling do uda ong bagi Pulit ke jela kilong ki Tbit baha bat kani kala pau syai ke jingja syak penyap belajar sora bat kumjuru ke jingla jong ki Pulit Antf ban yakun ke jingwan rung udrok hak ke jela halor ke jingla jong ki dangshan ban yok kurup yu udrok uba syongdor hadu sau klur tingka. Ulong bakukin hun Antf kala klan bor nakapor syakapor ulong ru bagi pat ba ki basyupet kai yaki khubor ki TV ni ki mobile phone ki jiken tho ya ki jiken tho babunjan hendai ulong bagi Pulit ki sangap jar hendai ki trei ki kam jongki shu ulong bagi Pulit ke jela kim judan kam ke jingarap na ki sipai hendai ki lehi ke kam kum ta ulong bagi Pulit ke jela Meghalaya ki dei ke wei ke kenhun Pulit ke Tbit hagari India.
Friends, our Mission Director Dream, Francis Hadien, who has been doing a commendable job as Dream Mission Director, MD, Srimati Jubi Momin, DGP Administration, Mr. Imran PC Momin, Mr. Giri Prasad, who has been leading the Antf from the front, our friends from the media fraternity, all the awardees and personnel of Antf. It is indeed a moment of pride for the Antf that we are assembling here today. It's barely 7 months since we had the launch of this directorate, the inauguration of this directorate by our Honorable Chief Minister, Deputy Chief Minister in charge home, where I was also present. And since then, Antf has been growing from strength to strength. In terms of space, we are here in a small room. But when it comes to our mission and our aspirations, they are beyond any capacity to be quantified, and we would like to continue to pursue with that mission more, because men and women in uniform the other day I was at the Burom Cup watching the Rajong versus Northeast United football match. What struck me was that in the field you had professionals, we had professional players, and we had professional coaches at the stadium, at the ground. But the loudest commentators are the spectators. They keep telling each player, why don't you hit the ball this way, that way? Why are you so slow? Why are you so fast? Why did you catch that ball? That is for me a perfect analogy of what our job entails. We do not scream at the top of our lungs every time we sign important files in the secretariat. You do not hoist your flag every time there is a major catch. Yet we achieve results. Today, any media person can ask, how is it that the drug scene in Meghalaya has become so bad? The one thing I can share with you is that apart from being a transit point, Meghalaya also faces challenges because this is a scene that was not envisaged even 10 years ago. Yet we have proved that we are capable, and going through the reports, the presentation, the total worth of contraband seized, which has crossed 400 crores, shows that we have the professionalism, the capacity, and the willpower to deal with this problem and ensure that it is wiped out. It is a simple case for the drug scene in our state. It's simply a matter of kill or be killed. We either succumb to it or we emerge victorious. We either become victims or we turn out to be victors. Therefore, I would sincerely urge each one of us who are in this room and those who will be viewing this speech later on through various news channels that Meghalaya, I am sure, will turn victorious. We have managed to break the bone of insurgency. One of the few states that insurgency was ultimately wiped out simply through the police department. We did not call in the army. Other states had to do that. Nagaland has had to do that. Mizoram has had to do that. Punjab has had to do that. The Maoist Naxalite region has had to do that. Assam has had to do that. Meghalaya was one of the few states that dealt with insurgency using its own police force. How many of us are even aware of that? We're not aware because we take things for granted. We also have to bear in mind that we are one of the youngest states in this country. 65% of our population is below the age of 35. And the task before us will decide what kind of future the state of Meghalaya will have. I have made an effort to get this program organized here today because a lot of the time the police department keeps drawing flag, keeps drawing undue criticism. Just a few months back, when the infamous murder at Sora occurred, even before the case could be solved and even before the victim could be immediately found, the body of the victim could be found. I think I should share this with you with a lot of pride that I spoke to the media and said that we have a very efficient police department. The name of Meghalaya will be cleared and the Meghalaya police will come out stronger after that episode. It was a major risk because had what I had said turned to be otherwise, I would have had X on my face and probably even had to tender my resignation as minister, because I had said that Meghalaya is safe, the police are doing a commendable job, and we will crack this case. Today is another milestone because our personnel just last week itself have been able to nab contraband worth over 4 crore rupees in just one single seizure. People armed with mobile phones, sitting in their couches and watching the TV and at the same time hooked to their mobile phones can say a lot of things about what should be done. But it is our boys and girls, it is our officers and our men in the field who have to do the challenging task of breaking the backbone of the supply chain, for which Meghalaya is a lucrative transit point because of its geographical location. It's so easy to be an armchair critic and offer solutions to all problems that Meghalaya has. But to actually be there, leading from the front and proving your mettle day after day, that takes courage, that takes conviction, that takes dedication. So, however small this gathering, let us at least we invest in that young population. If there are repeated, constant attempts to lure them into the traps of drugs and other substances of abuse, I can assure you, having gone through this list of machinery required, that wherever I believe you have items that will be required in your operations as well as in the office, I give you my very clear assurance that all of these will be met immediately with funding from the DREAM project.